Imagine darkness broken only by glimmers of ancient moonlight, a time when massive reptiles stalked the fog-covered plains and the earth trembled beneath the mighty steps of dinosaurs. Somewhere in the shadows, an unremarkable, shivering creature, barely the size of a mouse, listens intently to the distant thunder of a predator's roar. This tiny mammal, eyes shining with cautious intelligence, is on an extraordinary journey. A journey that would shape the fate of all life to come. Long before their dominance, mammals were survivors, quiet, clever, and quick. For more than 150 million years, mammals coexisted with dinosaurs, living in the cracks and undergrowth of a world ruled by giants. Most of these early mammals remained small and secretive, their survival strategies honed in the shadows. The Morganeucodon, no bigger than a shrew, is one of our best-known ancestors from these ancient times. With sharp, insect-crunching teeth and narrow, burrowed tunnels for homes, they became expert evaders, masters of disappearing before danger could strike. During these formative years, a silent arms race played out across the continents. Dinosaurs owned the daylight, basking in the sun's warmth, dominating the open plains, and growing ever larger. They ruled with thick limbs, extravagant crests, and tails that balanced their enormous bodies. Their size gave them unmistakable power. The plant-eating sauropods could reach treetop leaves, while swift predators like Velociraptor relied on sharp intelligence and agility to hunt. But mammals had their own strengths. Their bodies generated heat, helping them stay active even in the cold. Many carried fur, a built-in armor against chilly nights. Their teeth could tear, crush, and grind, evolving to suit a surprisingly adaptable menu. And, hidden away in tunnels or tree crevices, they avoided the relentless gaze of reptilian predators. In a world where size was a liability as much as an asset, their smallness became a shield. Then the world changed in an instant. Some 66 million years ago, a mountain-sized asteroid slammed into Earth, sending shockwaves around the globe. The impact was cataclysmic. Wildfires raged, debris filled the skies, and the sun's warmth faded into a years-long twilight. Global temperatures plummeted, the plants died, and with them vanished the animals that depended on them. In this new world, being big was no longer an advantage. Those who needed the most food were the first to suffer. Yet, in the silence that followed, life clung on. Mammals huddled underground, protected from the vast swings in temperature and shielded from falling debris and radiation. Their small size once again gave them the edge. A mouthful or two of resilient seeds, roots, or insects was enough to get them through another night. Some species may have slowed their metabolisms, entering periods of torpor, like modern-day hibernation, allowing them to outlast the long, cold, sunless seasons. As the skies cleared and plants began to reclaim the land, the world was empty of giants. The great dinosaurs, except for a few avian survivors that would become our birds, were gone. Suddenly, open spaces and abandoned ecological roles beckoned. Mammals, having survived by blending into the background, seized their opportunity. Slowly at first, then with accelerating complexity, they changed. Evolution's tapestry wove new forms. Some mammals kept to the shadows and treetops. Others ventured boldly into the grasslands and forests, growing larger with each passing generation. Over millions of years, the variety of mammals exploded. Ancestors of horses, elephants, and whales emerged. Some, like the massive Brontotherium, trampled ancient savannas, consuming tons of plant material to fuel their size. Others, like the formidable Andrews arcus, became apex predators with bone-crushing jaws. Bats mastered the sky, their wings unfurling into the night. Ancient hoofed mammals slipped into rivers and then the open seas, their bodies reshaping until they became the dolphins and whales that glide through our oceans today. The age of mammals, known as the Cenozoic era, had begun. It was an age defined by remarkable adaptability. Mammals shifted to fill nearly every available niche, their bodies changing in size, shape, and behavior to master new environments. The story of our own lineage, the primates, emerges from this age of experimentation, leading eventually to the first humans, who would leave footprints on dusty savannas and, much later, set eyes on the cosmos. The rise of mammals after the mass extinction is a testament to the power of persistence and luck. It shows us how quickly life rebounds in the face of disaster, how adaptability is often the greatest survival skill, and how random chance can shape the future of our planet. Humanity itself is just one manifestation of these ancient patterns, descendants of those tiny creatures that dodged a dinosaur's step and huddled against extinction. But the lessons of this prehistoric race for dominance remain relevant. Today, our world faces its own challenges: shifting climates, vanishing habitats, and a pace of change that tests the resilience of all species. The mammal's journey from underdog to overlord offers hope that life, given time and adaptability, will persist. Yet it also warns that dominance is seldom permanent. Just as the dinosaurs faded into legend, so too could the reign of mammals one day end, perhaps giving rise to something entirely new and unexpected. Throughout all of Earth's history, the only true constant is change. The unfolding story of life on this planet is built upon survival, adaptation, and the unpredictable tumbling dice of fate. What group might rise next if given the chance? Could birds, reptiles, or even creatures unknown inherit the Earth's mantle of dominance in the distant future? The possibilities are as vast and mysterious as the ancient worlds we have only begun to understand. And so, as you go about your day, think of those small, resilient ancestors darting beneath the feet of giants. Their story is our story, a tale of resilience in the face of unimaginable odds, a chronicle written not in stone, but in the twisting double helix of life's enduring code. Thank you for exploring this incredible journey with us. If you've been inspired by the mighty struggle between dinosaurs and mammals, the improbable survival and spectacular flowering of our own lineage, remember, the world is still filled with wonders waiting to be discovered. Until our next adventure, keep your curiosity alive and your mind open to the astonishing saga of life on Earth.